Welcome to our channel, where the veil between reality and nightmare thins and the shadows whisper secrets. Tonight we explore haunting echoes of a different kind of stage, where the spotlight shines on the spectral and the applause belongs to the unseen. We bring you 3 spine-tingling stories about ghostly figures haunting old theaters, places where performance and paranormal blur. Turn off the lights, sit back, and prepare to be scared. The show is about to begin. Our first tale takes us to a grand old opera house, a majestic building steeped in music and shadow. Its walls have witnessed countless performances, each echoing with the voices of the past. Beneath its grandeur, a darkness lingers, a presence that chills the very marrow. The shadows seem to move with a life of their own, whispering secrets of the past. For years, whispers have circulated among performers and stagehands of a phantom, a spectral being drawn to the allure of the stage. This phantom, they say, is as much a part of the theater as the very stage itself. They say it appears during performances, a fleeting glimpse of a figure out of place, a chill that sweeps through the theater. The air grows cold and the audience feels an inexplicable shiver. Some dismiss it as an old theater myth, a story to spook newcomers, yet the tales persist, passed down from one generation of performers to the next. But others, those who have felt the icy breath of the unknown, know the truth. They speak in hushed tones of encounters that defy explanation. They've seen the phantom, a shadowy figure lurking in the wings, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. It watches, always watching, from the darkest corners of the theater. One chilling account speaks of a young soprano, her voice a gift from the heavens, preparing for her grand debut. She was the pride of the opera house, her talent unmatched. As she rehearsed late one night, she felt a presence, a cold that seeped into her bones. The temperature dropped suddenly and she could see her breath in the air. Turning slowly, she saw him, a figure barely visible, standing in the shadows. The phantom stood in the shadows of the royal box, his form indistinct, yet his presence undeniable. He seemed to be a part of the darkness itself. He didn't speak, but his eyes held a sorrow that transcended words. It was as if he carried the weight of centuries of unfulfilled dreams. The soprano, paralyzed with fear, could only watch as he slowly faded into the darkness. The encounter left her shaken, her voice trembling with the memory. Another story tells of a seasoned stagehand, a man who scoffed at tales of the supernatural. He had worked in the theater for decades, never believing in ghosts. One night, as he worked high above the stage, he felt a cold hand on his shoulder. The touch was unmistakable, sending a jolt of fear through him. He turned, expecting to find a fellow worker, but there was no one there. The catwalk was empty, the silence deafening. Looking down, he saw the phantom standing on the stage below, its eyes fixed on him. The stagehand's skepticism melted away, replaced by a chilling realization. Our next journey takes us to the Grand Theatre, a once opulent palace now teetering on the brink of decay. This grand structure, with its crumbling walls and faded glory, holds within it stories of a bygone era. Its grandeur, though faded, still hints at a glorious past, a time when the theatre pulsed with life and dreams. The seats that once held eager audiences now sit empty, collecting dust, yet whispering tales of the past. But the Grand Theatre harbors a dark secret, a tragedy that stains its velvet curtains and echoes through its empty halls. The silence of the stage is heavy with the weight of untold stories and unfulfilled dreams. The story begins with a love triangle, a tale as old as time. It was a classic narrative of passion, rivalry, and heartbreak that unfolded within these very walls. 2 actors, rivals for the same role and the affection of a captivating leading lady, found their lives entangled in a deadly dance of jealousy and despair. Their competition was fierce, both on and off the stage. The stage, their battleground, would become the setting for a real-life tragedy. Every performance was charged with an undercurrent of tension, as if the theatre itself could sense the impending doom. The actors, William and Edward, were as different as night and day. Their contrasting personalities only fueled their rivalry further. William, a charismatic young man, captivated audiences. His charm and talent made him a favorite among theatergoers. Edward, a brooding performer, was consumed by ambition. His intense dedication to his craft often bordered on obsession. Their rivalry was legendary, whispered about in hushed tones. The tension between them was palpable, both on stage and behind the scenes. The object of their affection, the beautiful Eleanor, found herself torn between the two men. Her heart was a battleground, caught in the crossfire of their rivalry. William promised her a life of love and laughter. His light-hearted nature was a balm to her soul. Edward offered her a love that burned with intensity. His passion was both alluring and frightening. As the competition for the lead role intensified, so did the tension. Rehearsals became battlegrounds, with every line and gesture charged with emotion. Edward, consumed by jealousy, began to unravel. His obsession with Eleanor and the role drove him to the brink of madness. One fateful night, during a heated rehearsal, tragedy struck. The lines between performance and reality blurred in a moment of uncontrollable rage. Edward, in a fit of rage, killed William on the stage. The audience, initially thinking it was part of the act, soon realized the horror of the situation. Eleanor, shattered by the tragedy, never set foot on a stage again. Her dreams and heart were broken beyond repair. Since that night, the Grand Theatre has been plagued by strange occurrences. The air is thick with the presence of the past, and the walls seem to whisper secrets. Footsteps echo in the empty halls. Disembodied whispers send chills down spines, and the scent of Eleanor's favorite perfume lingers. It's as if the theatre itself mourns the loss of its golden days. But the most unsettling presence is that of Edward, the tormented soul unable to find peace. His spirit is said to be trapped within the theatre, forever haunted by his actions. He is said to roam the theatre, his anguished cries echoing through the empty seats. The once vibrant theatre is now a place of sorrow and regret. The Grand Theatre stands as a testament to the power of love, jealousy, and the enduring nature of tragedy. Its decaying facade is a reminder of the passions and heartbreaks that once played out within its walls. Chapter 3. The Ghost of the Abandoned Playhouse. Our final destination takes us to the outskirts of town, to a forgotten corner where nature reclaims what man has left behind. This place, once bustling with life and creativity, now lies in eerie silence, a stark contrast to its former glory. Here, shrouded in overgrown vines and eerie silence, stands the abandoned playhouse, a dilapidated shell of a building. The windows are broken and the walls are crumbling, yet it holds a mysterious allure. It was once a place of dreams, a stage where imagination soared. Actors and playwrights alike found a sanctuary here, a place where their wildest stories could come to life. Now it stands as a crumbling reminder of the ephemeral nature of fame and fortune. The grandeur of its past is but a whisper in the wind, a fleeting memory. The abandoned playhouse was the brainchild of a passionate playwright named Arthur Blackwood. His vision was to create a space where the boundaries of reality and fiction could blur. He poured his heart and soul into the creation of this theatrical haven. Every detail, from the stage design to the lighting, was meticulously crafted to enhance the storytelling experience. Arthur's plays were dark, thought-provoking, and deeply unsettling. They challenged the audience to confront their deepest fears and question their own beliefs. His work divided the town, some praising his originality, others condemning it as too disturbing. The controversy only fueled Arthur's passion, pushing him to create even more provocative works. Despite the controversy, Arthur persevered, driven by a desire to share his stories. He believed that theatre had the power to change lives, to open minds, and to stir emotions, but Arthur's success was short-lived. The playhouse, once filled with the sounds of applause and laughter, soon fell silent. A mysterious illness swept through the town, claiming many lives, including Arthur's. The vibrant community that once thrived around the playhouse was decimated. The playhouse fell into disrepair, his plays forgotten. The once celebrated venue became a ghostly relic of the past. But Arthur's spirit refused to leave the playhouse. It is said that his love for the theatre was so strong that even death could not part him from it. Those who ventured into the building reported strange occurrences. The air inside felt heavy, charged with an unexplainable energy. They spoke of cold spots, disembodied whispers, and the feeling of being watched. Some even claimed to hear Arthur's voice, whispering lines from his plays. Some claimed to have seen Arthur himself, his spectral form, wandering the aisles. His presence was both unsettling and oddly comforting, as if he was still directing his beloved plays. Others reported hearing the sounds of a play being performed, even though the theatre had been empty for decades. The ghostly applause echoed through the halls, a haunting reminder of the playhouse's past. One chilling account tells of a group of teenagers who decided to spend the night in the abandoned playhouse. They were drawn by the stories of hauntings and the thrill of the unknown. As the night wore on, they heard a noise coming from the back of the theatre. It started as a faint rustling, growing louder and more distinct. It was a slow, rhythmic clapping, as if a single person were applauding. The sound was deliberate, each clap echoing in the vast emptiness. The teenagers froze, their blood running cold as the clapping grew louder. Fear gripped them, and they huddled together, unsure of what to do. They shone their flashlights into the darkness, but there was nothing there. The beam of light cut through the shadows, revealing only empty seats and decaying walls. Then, as quickly as it had started, the clapping stopped. The silence that followed was deafening, a stark contrast to the eerie noise that had filled the theatre moments before. The abandoned playhouse stands as a testament to the power of storytelling and the haunting possibility that some spirits refuse to be forgotten. It is a place where the past and present intertwine, where the echoes of history linger in the air. Thank you for joining us on this eerie journey through haunted theatres, where the echoes of tragedy and the whispers of the unseen linger in the air hauntingly. We've explored the chilling tales of the phantom of the opera house, the haunting of the Grand Theatre, and the ghost of the abandoned playhouse, each story a chilling reminder that some curtains never truly close, some stories never truly end. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling content. We'll be back soon with more tales of the unexplained, the unsettling, and the downright terrifying, and be sure to share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. We're always eager to hear from our viewers and delve deeper into the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows. Until next time, stay safe and keep the lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the dark shadows.